Hey man, say man, you gotta do what? Get them out your way, fam. Man, y'all know who it is. It's your man, the big homie Wolf, aka Don Lobos. Back at it like a crack addict, laid out on what? A crackmatic with what? A bad habit. Hey man, y'all know what time it is, man. Yo, it's part 3 of the things that I learned as becoming an independent artist, y'all. I felt like it was important, for me to share my experience as an independent artist. I just started out independent, like around, I would say around, C19 time, around that time. And I kind of like, went on my own. That was the first time I was able to like come through and like really like experience real independence, because I had someone that was close to me, a near and dear person of mine that's near and dear to my heart, came to me and told me, that I needed to get my own studio. And I was like, I never really, I've always was with my homeboys, and I was always, trying to get in the studio, but it's either I'm missing the studio, or it was just something that was just always, coming up about the studio, and just not being able to get in the studio. And then, this person, that I love, that's near and dear to me, came to me and told me, said, hey, you might as well just go out here and go get your own, stuff, and you could record yourself, and I'll show you what to do. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead, this female, she gave me this, this knowledge, my love, what I mean? She gave me this to let you know that it was a woman that gave me this knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And she came through and basically sat me down and taught me the technology, and was patient with me, and then actually became my engineer after a while, because she started learning how to use the equipment, and started learning things about EQing and compressing, and now she into making beats now. We just bought an MPC that we do not know how to use at all. And honestly, she uses it more than me. I'm gonna be honest. I don't not get on that NPC like that. Like, I love the NPC. I love it for its power. I love it for what it do. But yeah, that is kind of complicated. Fruity Loops is complicated enough, but that NPC is another monster, man. Shout out to my NPC game. Yo, y'all dudes, man. Y'all dudes is something special, man. I'm not gonna lie. Fruity Loops is there, but you NPC guys, you gotta have some technical skills. And I'm still trying to learn it. It's been about a year now, and I'm still trying to learn it. But like I said, Shorty, she be on it more than me, So I just learned that, and it took me a while. At first, I started putting out music. My music was whack. I'm not gonna lie. The sound quality was whack, and I remember I was out there promoting my music, and this guy, man, from England, white dude, he dissed me in such the most politest way. It took me 3 years to catch that he actually dissed me. like it was so smooth, yo, that this dude dissed me, yo, this white guy from England, yo. But it was so smooth the way he did it. I didn't catch it for 3 years, no lie, until I like sat down and I was like, yo, did he just like diss me on the low in such the most properest, nicest way he could possibly like let me know that my music is trash, right? This gentleman, I think he was an engineer. I can't remember his name. His name was Robert something. I can't remember his name. If I remember it, I'll make sure I put it in here if I can find it. I'm gonna look for it. If I can't find it, I can't remember it. But I can't remember it off the top, but I'm gonna try to look for it. But this white guy, man, he told me, man, he said, hey man, your music sounds like you were having fun making it. And I did not, and I was like, heck yeah, like I was like, I had the most fun. Like in my mind, I'm thinking yeah, you understand what I'm talking about. You're an artist. No, it was not that. He was saying like your music is you sound like you're having fun. As far as like it's crazy. It's out of this world. Your stuff sounds like trash, and you need to go back in the studio and revamp. But keep having fun. Keep having fun. And man, I went on a long journey of of just trash music, man. And I was putting it out, but you know what's so crazy? You know what's so wild? My trash music that I thought was trash, yo, was getting crazy views. And I literally took it down. I literally took it down because of the quality, and my eyes was whack. It wasn't like the quality that I was used to, like radio quality and the quality that that's out there. It was like literally like SoundCloud off the phone, but I'm recording it on, a real DAW, using Studio One at the time, and I'm recording it on a supposedly really good DAW, and I'm still sounding like I'm on my phone rapping. And it was just crazy. I mean, but for some reason, I was getting mad views. I was like that's crazy. Like, and like now, like I go back and go listen to some of these songs, yo, I can't even listen to them. I can't even listen to them because by me being a trained ear now, yo, it would sound like iron nails on a chalkboard, and oh man, I just didn't understand it. So I took those songs down, revamped them, and once I revamped them, I put them back out, and it didn't have the same effect. And I was like, what's going on here? Like, am I missing something? I mean, like, don't people want quality? Like, and I had to take a lot of time to be able to learn to do that because it took me years. Like, I tell people, like, this wasn't no journey that just happened over a year. Like, this is like, what I'm talking to you about is literally over maybe a 4 or 5 year period, with me experiencing what I'm experiencing. As far as like the stuff that I'm giving you is what I've learned in the 5 years experience and me just stepping out, like far as becoming an independent artist. Like this is me just stepping out, putting my music and my content out. This is all after me having to go learn and make mistakes and have to revamp and have to pull back and have to say this and have to, have to take this back and have to pull this back and have to do this and have to revamp this song and put this back out, because I learned different things as I was going along. And I was like, oh, I did this wrong. Oh, I did this wrong on this. So let me pull this back and let me try to do something different on the back end, because I'm learning different things now. But now I feel like, I'm just going to leave my music up. If it sounds good, it sounds good. If it don't, oh well. It's about showing growth. I mix and master all my music. Sometimes I use other people's beats. Sometimes I use my beats. I'm just like one of those people. I just like to, I like everybody to get their shine. I don't get on people's beats for money or like, like profit use. I just use it for like exposure use. Like, so if I like get on like a beat on YouTube or something, I'm not like trying to like monetize off of the beat. I'm just think that is dope. And I think that, I heard a fly song to it, put the song to it, and then let it do whatever it's going to do. And if I make some money off of it, I'll hit the producer up. Hey, hey, we made a hit. Hey, I got some money for you. So, that's how it should be. You should, especially if you're making money with someone and someone gave you something like that, you should be able to break bread with these people and make sure that people, is paid for their work justly, because that's not right if you're not paying people the way that they need to be paid for their work. But like I said, it was kind of strange with me getting a whole lot of views on my trash music, and now that I'm putting out other music, other content, I'm not getting as many views. I don't know what was the issue with that. I don't know what's the algorithm like on YouTube, but like I said, man, I said in my last video, YouTube got to change that algorithm, man, because it's killing the creator, and it's killing even the music artist, and in a minute, it's only going to take but for so many long before somebody come build Walmart. Right now, YouTube is like Kmart right now. They got the the monopoly right now, but somebody somewhere is building Walmart right now for underground creators and artists, where everybody's gonna be able to eat, and it's gonna take. And I'm trying to tell you, watch, it's gonna come a platform just like this, and they don't want that, and then you're gonna be in competition. And that's one thing you don't want. You want to be able to give all the benefits you possibly can to even think about anybody that want to be a competition to you. They can't even compete to even step up. So that's where you want to be at. But these are the things that I have learned as I went through, man. It was kind of strange with that, but like I said, this stuff took a long time for me to learn how to, market. I'm still learning how to market and promote. Like I said, I'm brand new. I literally just started putting out music, quality music. Let me say putting out quality music within the past year. I put out 5 albums last year. If you want to go check them out, you can go check them out. They're on my page. They're on this exact page right here. You can just hit the videos and just go down, and there's a bunch of songs, reaction videos, that y'all can go check out. Feel free. Go get a laugh or two, or go listen to some music, or go get some information. That's what my page is basically based on. So, like I said, I didn't really, I just want to be able to just share my experiences with y'all and be able to show y'all that, this is the life of a real independent artist that just really started. I mean, like, for real. And I'm like, I've always been an artist. I've always rapped. I've always been a producer. I've always been that. That's what I've always been. But far as me doing it on my own, not going to someone else's studio, not using someone else's equipment, being able to say, oh, wake up, drink some tea, and go sit down in my own studio. Like, that was something that I couldn't fathom 5-6 years ago. But then, like I said, someone put that thought in my head, and now it done grew into something, that's a little bit more magnificent than just a regular studio now. Now I'm able to help out other artists. Now I'm able to collab with other artists whenever, however I want to, without having any kind of restrictions. I'm able to record whenever I want to. I don't have to wait on nobody to record. I don't have to be calling people, waiting on their time schedule and all of that. No, I can make my own time schedule. I can do what I want to do, how I want to do it, do my song how I want to do it. I'm not on an hour time block. I'm not sitting around here going crazy because I got 2 hours. I got 2 hours to mess around here and do this song, and you're going to. And the reason why, a lot of engineers make money because they counting on you. I don't care how many times you go study that rhyme, you gonna go up in that rhyme. You ain't gonna go up in there. There's very few people that could go up in there and study their rhymes and go up in there and one take it. You know what I'm saying? Word. And if you got a precise type of engineer, he gonna tell you to take multiple takes. He might take that take and put it up there, but you're gonna do multiple takes. You know what I'm saying? Or if you got an engineer that's just lazy and he allowing you to run the session and y'all not collaborating on the session, what's gonna happen is, you know what I'm saying, you gonna be running the session and you're gonna be telling him what to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna mess around here and put you in a real bad situation, because especially if you don't know what you're doing. So yeah, you gotta collab. But yeah, man, I don't wanna hold y'all up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get into these things that I have learned, so I can give it to you as I get it. I just wanted to give you a synopsis of where I was just at and the things that I've experienced. It's just giving you like little tastes and little experiences of where I've been, and I would just give you little nuggets from here and there, just so that you'll be able to know that you're not the only one that's experiencing this. Probably next time I'll probably talk about my blackball situation, where I actually got blackballed. It was kind of crazy. I'll talk about that in my next one. Y'all be like, how the heck did you as a local artist you getting blackballed? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It was crazy, but it happened. But yeah, man, I'm an artist, and I'm actually out here, you know what I'm saying? And I've actually make, revenue. I'm not gonna say like how much. I don't like to go into all of that, but I do make revenue off of my music and off of what I do, as far as being having extensions of my music. And you can do it too as well. You just have to find what you are good at and what you can do. You know what I mean? Far as like, if you good at promoting, if you good at, meeting people, it's different ways that you can go out there and get your music out there and get paid for your music, because people out here really want to, you can even go ahead and have physical copies of your album. It's different ways that you can utilize that, where people, people want to get their hands on good music, and especially if you're somebody that's dope, that they know. A lot of people, like I said, a lot of times you'll run across a lot of people that that's not willing to help you or look out for you, but it's people in your city and people in your area that definitely want to hear from you and hear what you got to say and hear you representing them and the culture from which you come from. But yeah, it's a beautiful journey. It's been a long journey. Like I said before, this is me just coming out right now. It's not something that's brand new. I've always been out, but like I said, this has been the first time I've been on my own as an independent artist. Like, I can't like lean on nobody, or go to somebody else's studio and depend on them to record me. And this is the reason why I was pushed into, basically just getting my own. It wasn't like, I was like, trying to be like rebellious or just trying to be funny. It was just like I was forced. God bless the child that got his own. Once I had got my own studio, the doors opened up for me, because I was able to learn at my pace, and I was able to learn with the equipment at hand, you know what I mean, at all disposal, versus me messing around here and having to go to somebody else's place or studio to learn their equipment and on their time, and that's a real big thing. Being able to have your time, and your timing is everything, and your time is everything. If you really want to be a self-made engineer, self-made, artist and all that, you're definitely 110,000 going to have to put in that 100,000 man hours to become at least a quality engineer. That's because I'm a street, I would call myself a street engineer. I do not have a trained ear where far as school wise or knowing the numbers or metrics or whatever you got to do. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know nothing about real compression. I know a little bit to be able to just get the job done. I don't know a lot about EQing. I don't know a lot about doing nothing with reverb, delays. I don't know nothing about it. But from what I've learned, you know what I mean? Cause look, I'm a dude off the street. I don't know anything about these type of things. But what I will say is this: by me learning these things, now I have what I would call virgin ears. I don't really go off of metrics and DBs. Only time I go off of DBs is if I'm like gang stages or something like that. But otherwise than that, I don't, I'm not going, I gotta take out this many daggone frequency out of this track. I gotta cut this much low end, this much mid. I gotta cut up all the way up to, I don't go to conventional. I just, right now, by me having what I call virgin ears, right, I go off of feel. I don't go off of, what people think that I should be doing in the studio, because I don't have conventional schooling. I don't have any type of degree in any type of music engineering. I wasn't trained by no one. I was literally like going on YouTube, making mad mistakes. I mean, massive mistakes you wouldn't even believe, and putting music out and getting plays on some joints and getting none on others. And even right now, I really believe that my music is good enough to be played in people's cars and people's homes and stuff like that. But I just don't believe that that YouTube have the algorithm to be able to push out new artists and their music, which is sad. Because if you pushing out, because you think like if you pushing out artists and you pushing out more music, you pushing out more artists, you pushing out more content, that's bringing more ads, that's bringing more ad revenue, that's bringing more people to the platform, you know what I mean, and keeping them there, you know. So you just gotta think, if you really want to think, they say happy wife, happy life, I say happy creator, more paper, you know. That's just my mindset. Happy creator, more paper, you know. But for me, I really believe that that by being an independent artist, I learned a lot of self-worth, you know, because a lot of times you got to pat yourself on the back in these situations, you know. A lot of things is monumental and going to become monumental, and you know, and you're going to be the only one celebrating them, you know. So these are the things that you have to understand as an independent artist, that you can't always be looking for the crowd to applaud you. Because a lot of people in that crowd is artists too. And a lot of artists had this bravado about them that yo, you an artist, I'm an artist, I can't like you because you're in competition with me. Well, the best way to be in competition is be in no competition. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not in competition with you for real. I'm in competition with making the next best song I could possibly make, or coming up with the most craziest bars I could possibly come up with for my next song. You know, that's where I'm at with that. You know, I'm not trying to compete. And they talking about some, oh, well, rapping is a competitive sport. I'm like, well, rapping ain't never been a competitive sport. You know, it ain't been competitive as far as that aspect. You know, it's been competitive as far as saying like, okay, who's the best lyricist, or, you know, but it ain't been competitive to the point where it is in that type of aspect and mindset, you know. But I know that us not competing with each other, us working together as independent artists, as independent creators, us supporting each other, our work, and appreciating the hard work, giving each other the likes, giving each other the comments if we really dig the content, instead of just, because a lot of people, what they do is they'll like what's being said or they appreciate what's being done and they'll go right past it. Me, I become in the habit of starting to like more people. If I like what you said and I like what's going on, what you got going on, I'm starting to get the habit of liking it, or either liking it and commenting on people posts, especially smaller creators and artists posts, because it helps them. You know, your comment, real talk, could push them, you know, a little bit further. They're like, man, this is fire. They see that 600-700 times. You know, that's going to boost them up to make more and more better content, more and better music, you know. I'm just here with you right now. Like I said, I could put up all the glitz and the glamour and all of that stuff, but I wanted you to see the raw. I wanted you to see the real. I wanted you to not have to be, you know, like mesmerized by all the glitz and the hypnotizing, and you know, we want to let you know what's going on in the real world. You know, it's about, like, you remember back in the day, MTV, and I'm about to tell my age on this, and this was a pretty good show too. I don't think they should bring it back out because they probably gonna mess it up if they did. The Real World, you know, everybody tired of all that, you know, the glitz and the glamour, the green screens, and you know, all of that mess. You know what I mean? People ready to see the real world, what's going on out here, what's real, you know, because it's so much fake stuff that we don't know what's real, you know. And now it's time for us to get back to the real. But without further ado, I'm gonna give y'all these things that I have learned to grow as an independent artist, that I have learned on my journey, and I'll give y'all a bunch more as they come to me. Because like I said, I've only been doing actual music, putting out music for good quality music for a year. I've been doing music all my life, and like I said, the next time I come in, I'll probably more than likely tell you that other good story, and we'll have a good time then. But without further ado, number 14, failure is a part of the process. As an artist, you may take 1 or 40 takes. No matter what, you have to understand failure is a part of the process. Do not think that you're gonna go up in here and be like some little Jay-Z, some little Big Wayne, or something like that, and you gonna go up in here, and you gonna go in the studio, you ain't gonna go up in here, and you gonna go one take it, and this, that, and another. Look, let me tell you something. Jay-Z and Lil Wayne and them don't even go in the studio and one take it. You know what they do? They bop, 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 beep, punch in. That's what they do. Did they tell you? Whoop, whoop, all right, whoop. They caught you. They punching in. Sorry, all that. We don't write no rhymes. Yeah, it's easy to write. See, people don't know. See, when you're not an engineer or when you're not musically inclined, see what happens is you get caught up on. Oh yeah, man, Jay-Z don't write his rhymes. He don't even write his rhymes. All right, because he punching in. It's easy to go ahead and go memorize 2 or 3 bars and then come back and tell him to spit it. And then go memorize 4 or 5 more bars and go spit that and then punch it again. It's easy to do that. See, that's the game that y'all don't know because the people don't know, because the only thing that people hear is Jay-Z and Lil Wayne don't write their rhymes down. They ill. They ill. No, they punching in. They Yeah, you ready to go? You ready to go, Mr. Carter? You ready to go? Okay. Sean or Wayne, which one of you? Whichever one you want to go first. Punch in, yes. They punching in. That's exactly what's going on. They punching in. So don't let them sit around here and tell you that they sitting around here and they doing all this fantastic stuff. They punching in. Remember, dog, failure is a part of the process, man. Do not worry about the tank. You know, if you fail, understand you're going to fail again. And again, and again, and again. So stop worrying about being a failure. When guess what? It's a part of the process, man. It's a part of making you perfect. That's what failure is. Failure is making you perfect. So you could perfect where you failed at. You know what I'm saying? They say that insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting the different results. Well, guess what? You know what? Last time I checked, I heard that was called experimenting. That's what they told me in biology. They called that experimenting. You know what I'm saying? Theories and hypotheses. You know, it wouldn't be no such things as those things if people if they didn't try, and if it wasn't multiple times that failure until eventually it broke and you got it. We got it. If you gave up after the first 100 times, we wouldn't have a lot of these things that we have today. Imagine if the person gave up on making the phone. We wouldn't even have the phone today. So understand that failure is a part of your perfection process. So fail. Be happy that you fail. Learn from your failure. Become better. And make perfection your key. You know what I'm saying? You got to do an inventory on everything in your territory. Because guess what? Failure is all around you. Your friends is failures. Your parents done failed. You done failed. But the failure that makes perfection is the one that learns from the failure. So that's what you want to do. You want to learn from your failure. So make sure that you understand and don't be hard on yourself. Please do not be hard on yourself, because the failure that you're going to have to go through in this situation is a lot. It's a lot. Because you're going to mess up a lot in that studio. You're going to mess up a lot when you messing around here and rhyming and you can't, oh man, I messed around here and I put another word where this word was at. It be like that. It's a part of failure, it's a part of the process. Accept it, accept failure as a part, it's steps towards your perfection. Number 15, love it or leave it the heck alone, man. You got to love this music thing. You got to love it. You can't do it for the money. If you're in it for the money, you're not going to get no money. And even if you're in it for the money and you do get some money, you're not going to be able to put impact on the culture. So that's what it's all about. It's about your impact at the end of the day. It's not about how much you could pack into your pockets. It's about how much your impact you could touch with people. Because it's songs and it's things that still resonate with people to this day. To this day. To this day. To this day. You know what I mean? And it has cultural value and it has value. So that's what you got to do. You got to understand that you got to love this thing. You got to love this thing, this music, this art, this painting. You got to love it. You got to love it. You got to say, yo, even if I wasn't getting paid to do it, I'll still do it no matter what. because I love this. This is what I do. This is me right here. Yeah, I might be a banker during the day, but for real, I'm a seamstress at night, you know, or I'm a tailor at night, or I'm a shoemaker at night. You know, it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? It's real talk. Realize no matter what you do during the day, you still an artist by night. You know what I'm saying? Remember, you got to love it or leave it the heck alone, man. Number 16, ideas are currency. Your ideas are your currency. Do not think that you lack currency. You don't lack currency. Your ideas is your currency. That's where your money at. Your money is right here. And the first thing you got to do is stop trying to mess around here and try to scramble with your brain. You trying to scramble with your brain as an artist. As an artist, that's like you might as well have ADHD, real talk. Because you know why? Because we all scrambling. We all scrambling. We all artists. We all got ADHD because guess what? We all over the daggone place. You know what I'm saying? And our ideas is our currency. So we got to write these ideas down because our ideas is all over the place. You know, our mind is all over the place. You know, us as artists, we think too much. You know, and we do too much, but we don't. And a lot of times we do so much that we don't get nothing done. You know, we got a bunch of projects going on at one time, but we ain't getting nothing done. And that's just how it is. You know, that's what happens when you don't realize that your ideas is your currency, because your ideas start flooding your brain and start flooding your mind with a whole bunch of other things that's going on. And you get caught up in this and you get caught up in that, and then you forget those ideas, and then you lose the currency. Guess what? Where is currency on? Currency ain't money on paper. So guess what? Write your ideas on paper just like your money is currency. Guess what? Your ideas is on paper. Guess what? Your money on paper. Your ideas need to be on paper too, because your ideas is currency as well. Number 17. Check this out. Independence means patience. Okay? Independence means patience. Nothing is going to come to you today, tomorrow, next month, 6 months. Look, it might not happen, but you got to stick in it for the long haul. If it do happen for you, by all means, you know what I'm saying? You got it. But for the 98% that it don't work for, you know, you got to stay in the hustle, got to stay in the grind. You got to stay making music, stay making your content, stay painting, stay making your clothes, stay doing whatever it is that you're doing. Don't stop, because it's a saying that I heard a long time ago that I take with me. It says, don't give up though the pace seems slow, because you might succeed with another blow. Don't give up, though the pace seems slow, because you just might succeed if you just take one more shot. Just give it one more hard in the liver. Just hit that mug right there in the liver. Hit it real hard in the liver and see if it's gonna fold. Because you did that one shot that you know that art and that life might have you stumbling against the ropes. And you trying to block, and you trying to move around, and I'm trying to get around this joint, but that joint tagging, bang, 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 and all of a sudden you block it, and you catch that one liver shot, and you just put all your force into it, and it might just be that one time. It only takes one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. It might take that one shot, that last shot, and put that joint in there, and and then now your opponent is down on the ground. And now you was looking like you was getting beat up the whole fight, but you up there with your hands raised like this. You feel what I'm saying? So understand this, that independence means patience. So be patient. Because a lot of times, being an artist is like being in a boxing match with a heavyweight. And this heavyweight, you in there with Mike Tyson or George Foreman, and they throwing them jabs and them bing bong booms, they bing bong boom boom bing bong boom 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 boom, and it's hitting you. You don't know what to do. You ain't got no type of nothing for it. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. And the only thing you could do is sit up here and be patient, like Muhammad Ali was when he fought George Foreman. And then he rope-a-dope them. And that's what us as artists got to do. We got to hit them with the rope-a-dope. And understand that some people might get there before you. And some people might get there looking better than you. But just long as you show up. Just show up. And it's going to show out when you show up. And everything else is going to show you. You understand? Because that's when you manifested that on your life. Because it said, God bless the child that what? God is on. So get your own, set the tone. All right? We're going this one. Create, collab, not copy. Create, collab, not copy. That's self-explanatory. Create your content. Create your art. Build your car. Paint your house. Do whatever it is that you're going to do. Whatever it is that you want to create. Whatever you're going to do. Make that sofa. Show the world. You know what I mean? Show the world that you amazing. At the same time, show the world that you amazing. You know what I mean? As you doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? And hopefully you get, as they say, monetized for your creativity and that God has given you. You know, create, collab. Don't work with people. Don't be no feature. We don't feature in 2025. We are collaborators. We are collaborators that work together. Because the only way we going to get better is if we work together. Because together we stand, divided we fall. But guess what? If we all fall, it's an F you to us all. So we might as well all stand together and understand that we got to stand together. Collaboration. Set your mind. Because a man is renewed by the changing of his mind. Change your mind, your mindset. Stop saying that I'm about to go feature. Stop saying I'm about to go work with. Start saying I'm having the pleasure to go collab with this beautiful soul or this individual. And get a chance to enjoy this person, this experience. No matter if you is on this side of the spectrum and then they on that side of the spectrum. Guess what? We all have life experiences and experiences that we need to give to each other and be able to live off of, because that's the human experience. That's what makes us human again. And that's what makes us whole again. Being able to collab with one another, being able to talk to one another in regular form and not have all of these bombs and stuff blowing off behind us and whistles and bells and people skating by and flying F-150s and dually trucks jumping over freaking buses, and we don't need all of that, you know? We just need personal one-on-one time with real people. And this is where it's at. And this is why I didn't do all the extra stuff with the background and all of that, because I want y'all to know that, yo, I'm a real person, you know? I'm tired of being fake on here. Like, no, this is not what's good. Like, yo, being fake on here, like, yo, everybody ain't got all the whistles and bells. You know what I mean? Like, I could really do it. I could do it. Like, I got the whistles and bells, but it's like, why do all of that when I could just give you this information without having to be razzle-dazzle you? You know? We can have a conversation as humans, you know what I'm saying? Even over line, you know? This is just a form of communication. This is my way of communicating with you guys. Because I would love for you guys to be able to communicate with me, you know, and let me know what am I doing wrong. You know, let me know your stories. Let me know how you know, traveled this lane of being an independent artist, no matter what type of artist you are. You know, it all fits together, you know, and that's why I wanted to show you guys and give y'all this information, because I really feel like, you know, you guys is worth, you know, the time to give y'all this, because, you know, nobody gave it to me like this. Nobody came to me and told me these things and gave me this information about being an artist. You know, you don't know how hard it is to be an artist, to be someone that's creative and then have your creativity stunted. where you sit around here and you done put everything into this video or everything into this painting, and then somebody don't even want to buy your painting, or you only get 20 views, or you only get 10 views or 3 views, and you know, it is what it is. You know, I don't know what's going on with the situation, but I just know that, you know, I'm not going to sit around here and I'm not going to give you guys no half-stepping stuff. You know, some things that I have, that I give you guys, will have the whistles and bells and everything, you know, in it. You know, I won't deprive you of that. You know, if that's what you guys want, if you tell me that's what you want, the whistles and bells, then by all means, I'll give y'all the whistles and bells. But I just feel like, for me, as a real person, as a person that live in this world, I would rather deal with people that's real. I don't click, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't click, you know, people's videos because of their thumbnails and because they got the they got the black, they got the green screen. Look at that. He used a 4K camera. Like, I don't look for it for that. I look for it because if I'm looking for something and somebody say, hey, you know, if it might have a title, you know, I was young when I got married and young when I got divorced, and it was crazy, and this is how I felt when I went through my marriage, and this what happened. And I'm just happen to been going through something at that time, and I happen to look at that, you know, because that's something I wanted to see. I'm not looking at it because I'm not going to switch or go past this person because he's sitting in the car and he ain't got a 4K camera. That's not how this works. So, yo, I appreciate y'all, you know, and I'll see y'all again on the next video, and I'll give y'all some more good stories, man. Y'all be easy out there. Peace.
Shit. Drink campaign. Grimy Elegance. 757.
Hey, it's someone.
Shit.
Vortex 25.